mean I never found you. You got this thing about you, can't escape when I run out of choice.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am back with another Baddies review. I don't know the episode, or I don't know the name of the episode. We just gonna call this Tommie shit because basically Tommie, she owned this episode. So I'm not gonna hold y'all, let's get right into this video. So the episode start off with Lex, P, Nunu, and Dolly. They outside talking about a whole bunch of nothing. And Dolly, she's sitting over there mad as hell because P keep whooping her ass, you feel me? But I feel no types of ways. You should never run up on her. You started with her. But anyway, as they talking, Natalie, Summer, and Jazz, they come out. And Natalie tell the girls, yeah, we're going to go out, but first we're going to have a house meeting. So you know how they do, a.k.a. It's time to fight and get our issues on and be messy. So Natalie and everybody's at the house meeting, whatever. So Natalie was like, yeah, I wasn't in the house and whatever, but I heard a whole lot of things happen. So she asked Nunu, she like, yeah, I heard that you had a fight with Biggie and whatever. So she was like, yeah, we had a fight and we squashed it, da-da-da. We hugged it out like grown men. It was stupid. So, like, whatever. Then she turned to P and she like, yeah, what's the issue with you and Dolly? Because she asked where Dolly was. And then somebody was like, she broke her nose. And then so she was like, broke her nose? She was like, how? She was like, her and P got into it. And then so she was like, what did y'all get into it for? She was like, because she was talking to Emma. People was calling Emma ugly, talking crazy but behind her back. So P told Emma what was said. And they didn't like that. And P, y'all saw last week's episode. She confronted P about it and she ended up getting dusted. So shout out to P on that one. So everybody getting at P, you know, they mad at her because she told Emma that they said that she was ugly and whatever. And as they talking, Natalie like, whatever stays in this house, you know, whatever happens in the house stays in this house. But she said it in her confessions and whatever. So as she's talking, Dolly not run up on her, but she walk up on her and was like, you said you didn't mess with her, da-da-da, you ain't got no friends in this house, woo-woo-woo. So P like, well, I didn't, but I'm cool with her. Like, she was still here when I told her that. So Dolly fake pumping or whatever, she trying to walk up on Emma like she gonna do something. So the girl's holding her back, and I'm like, Dolly, girl, sit down before you get dragged again. Like, P been dusting your ass. Like, I do not like Dolly. I really don't. I try to give her a chance, but as soon as she came in the house, like the first episode, well, not the first episode, but when they first introduced the new girls, she tried to start with Ann and whatever. And I know Ann be talking a lot, but still, like, girl, Ann told you 3 occasions she didn't want smoke. So I was happy as hell when Tasiki dusted her. So back to the review and whatever. So, as they arguing, P like, girl, I fought you 5 times. Because Dolly's steady saying, like, come on. Like, she's steady trying to run it with P, but she don't want to run it with Tinker or Tasiki. She said, like, once her hand healed, her and Tasiki gonna handle that. And I'm like, I call her P, excuse me. I'm like, Dolly, it don't matter if your hand healed or not. You're not gonna beat up Tasiki. You're not. You're not. So you might as well go run it one time with her and Tink and get it over with. But you constantly trying to run it with P tells me everything I need to know. You feel like you can beat P, but technically you can't, because every time you run up on her, she dusting you. So just sit down. You look lame. Like, I don't like her. She lame as hell. Like, girl. So Natalie, she turned to Rolly and asked Rolly about the eviction notice. And then Rolly was like, yeah, I haven't gave an eviction notice in a while, da-da-da. And so people was like, oh, I didn't see her leave, whatever. I think, who said that? I forgot who said it, but one of them was like, I didn't see her leave. I think it was like Nunu or somebody. And they're really gonna say, yeah, she left after the ass whooping. Just like lame, like, ugh. I don't like her. And then also, Rolly, she also clocked Natalie and Scotty T. She was like, y'all need to stop talking behind people's backs and whatever. And you feel me? Y'all need to Y'all need to say it to their face. And then Rolly told Scotty, well, you don't even be fighting like that. She feel like she the only one that be in the field fighting for them. And I'm like, Rolly, you can't even fight. So, girl, bye. And I'm pretty sure you be talking about people behind people's backs too. It's not until they piss you off that you sit there and expose all their business. So what is she talking about? That's why I'm so happy that Tommie hit you with the blicky. Because you deserved it. Like, she get on my nerves. Like, girl, what? And then, this the part that pissed me off. Jayla, she gonna sit there and say, oh, Rolly gave her a chance to be an assistant, whatever, something, good riddance. And I'm like, wait, what? That's that weird shit I'm talking about. Because wasn't you on the last episode when she was crying, you was like, you welcome her with open arms and she one of y'all. Like, girl, ain't you on a chopping block? Do you need help with your bags? You better be lucky you still here. Like, that's why I'm so happy that they jumped Jayla and they put the knots on her forehead. I can't wait for that episode. Because it's like, girl, all y'all fake. You was just in that girl, like, face crying. Acting like you care. Talking about we welcome you with open arms. Like, girl, Jayla. So Natalie tells the girls that it's about to be a special guest, and the special guest is Tommie. So everybody acting surprised and whatever, and Rolly got beef with Tommie, and Akbar got beef with Tommie, and Stink got beef with Tommie, or Tink, I call her Stink. Tink got beef with Tommie. So they steady arguing, talking about a whole bunch of nothing, right? And then Tommie pull up. Because it was like, where's she at? Like, Akbar was like, where's she at? So Tommie pull up in her little schoolgirl outfit looking like a sexy librarian or whatever. Tommie look crazy walking up. So Tommie greeting them or whatever. She like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, hey, how you doing? And she gave them some weed. So her and Biggie hug. And I forgot, Natalie and what's her name? Akbar tried to confront Biggie because 3 weeks ago Biggie was like, y'all be ready for Tommie. And Tasika was like, y'all not finna make Biggie the target. And I'm happy that she stood up for Biggie because I'm like, what more do y'all want from Biggie? Y'all sitting there and telling her to defend herself, but when she do, y'all still mad. Like, Natalie, like, let it go. This is why Biggie needs to defend herself. She needs to start swinging on them hoes, because who is you talking to? That shit happened 3 weeks ago. Why are you bringing it up? And then she also said Natalie ain't gonna try that with Rolly because she know Rolly would dig in her ass. Which is true. But anyway, Tommie come in, she giving them weed and whatever, and immediately her and Akbar start arguing, and her and Akbar beef stem from the conversation. Basically, it was a long time ago before when Tommie was on Love and Hip Hop, her and Akbar had a fight. Tommie said that it wasn't a fight, then she said it was a fight. Like, the whole argument was like pointless. Like, it was really, they was just talking about a whole bunch of nothing. And then as they arguing, Rolly, she jumps in. And Tommie like, girl, you can sit down, because Rolly hopped up. And she tried to play Tommie, talk about maybe you need rehab for something, I guess for her drinking. And then she also said, like, oh, with your blotched lips. And then Tommie like, let me write all this down. Like, Tommie was clocking. She was like, let me write all this down so I know what I need. So, as the middle of the argument, Akbar like, is you gonna apologize? And then Tommie like, y'all weird. And I'm like, yes, they are. So, as they arguing, she arguing with 3 people, because Tink, she jumped in. And then, as the middle, she arguing, Scotty like, what's wrong with your bear? What happened to your bear? And then Tommie like, oh, he had an accident. Crazy as hell. So when Tink jumped in, because Tink went on her rounds with Tommie, because Tink whole beef with Tommie is because at the reunion, Tommie didn't recognize her without the makeup. Tommie was like, she looked different without the makeup. But Zeus didn't play that. They only played the part of Tommie talking to Meatball. And I'm like, no, Zeus, play that part when Tommie and Sapphire was like, she looked different without the makeup. Because you do, Tink, I'm sorry, you do. Like, with the makeup on, you cute, I'm not gonna lie. But with the makeup off, you do look like Pennywise. Not Pennywise, what's that clown? Art the Clown, you do. So I'm sorry, it is what it is. But when Tink got up, that's when Tommie was like, oh, okay. When I tell you she took out the blicky, it was like, pow, 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 pow. She shot Rolly in her chest, bro. And then I think she shot what's her name? She saw Tink in the forearm. So Rolly, she was out. Like, Rolly ran like when Precious ran when she stole that chicken. Baby, it was hilarious. The security guard had to tackle Tommie. It was a hot-ass mess. Then Akbar, she ran for her life, which I don't blame her. People sitting there, they sitting there. I would have ran too. Like, she crazy. You don't know if that's a BB gun or a real gun. Like, that, like, Tommie is crazy. I would not chance it. I would have ran too. But, Tinkerbell was like, Tinkerbell was like, yeah, I don't want him to hear no more gangster talk from you. And I'm like, girl, bully ain't got no names. I would have skedaddled too. Are you crazy? Like, so Tinkerbell going 1 to 1,000, like 1 to 100, whatever. She trying to get to Tommie, right? So she finally gets to Tommie. When I tell you, I'm gonna say this. Tinkerbell was meek and Tommie, but Tommie got her at the end. Tommie was like, you want to be famous? Huh? You want a name? You want to be famous? Had her in the headlock. So, yeah, that was it. And, yeah, that was pretty much the episode. Like, this episode was boring as hell. Tommie saved the episode. I'm sorry. Tommie crazy as hell, but she my type of crash out. She fine and she crazy. That's a dangerous combination. But Tommie, once again, she won. Next week, Natalie finna blame Biggie, and it's like, girl, no. You invited Tommie, and y'all deserve it for what y'all did to Slim. It is what it is. So, yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, put on your post notifications when you know when I drop another video. Peace out, and I will see you in my next video.